Well, I'm trying to tell you something about my life.
Welcome to the Charlie Brown Show. It's been a while, folks. I'm back. And guess who I have with me? Lauren Murphy, of all the people. Pleasure.
Hey, Todd, thank you so much. Yes.
It's exciting. We are at Ruby's Roadhouse, as you might be able to tell.
Yeah.
Just a little bit so the camera will work. This is a very exciting time for you because I've been following you. You've played here a couple of times.
Played here twice. When I met Ben, he looked at my website, listened to some of my songs, and has booked me for every third Sunday of the month for my songwriter showcase.
Awesome.
That's really fun. And then,
enjoying it?
Oh gosh, I'm loving it. I do 3 hours, 4 to 7 on Sunday afternoon, and it's a mix of people that are really here to listen to my original songs, and then some people that just walk-ins, and I do some of my favorite covers. But it's been really good. I've had a very favorable response.
The feedback is incredible.
Awesome.
I mean, incredible. I wanted to share that with you. I started bartending at Ruby's Roadhouse part-time, helping Ben out. He's my best friend. Ben and Patrick are doing a wonderful job. They're reviving an old roadhouse. I mean, one of the oldest in the country.
It's beautiful. It feels historic when I'm on stage here.
It really does.
Yeah.
I mean, and the sound. I think the sound
Sounds
incredible.
great.
So,
And it's nice to see the new life coming back in Ruby's.
it is.
Variety.
I think Fred and Diana are really happy to see that, and happy to see Ben and Patrick move forward. So we got a lot going on in your life. Huh?
Absolutely. It's kind of this week is wild. I'm going into Rapidash Studios here in Mandeville.
Wonderful, John. Good
John
people.
Otan's a great guy. And I've got Jimmy Hudson, who I met here at Ruby's. It's going to do the engineering.
Oh, great. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Jimmy
Yeah.
Hudson, he's our sound guy, and more than that, you'll see a lot of things coming from Jimmy in the future.
He's amazing.
Yes, yeah, he really is.
Yeah, he's got his soul in the music, which is it's the key right there.
You gotta have passion, just like I'm doing this. I'm not doing this for the money, folks. I'm doing this because I genuinely care about musicians, artists, the kids that I interviewed for the 501c and 401. Those groups are wonderful.
Yeah.
So tell us a couple of things. How did you get into music? What age were you at? The whole podcast is about telling stories to help people, whether it's good, bad, silly, or sad. Somebody might get something from it and be able to better themselves.
Awesome.
So, how'd you get into music?
Well, I got into music because, I mean, just like so many of us that grow up in the Deep South.
Right.
Our parents go to church. They put us in children's choir while they're, doing whatever service or their, parent meeting, and you start singing. And I was a little hyperactive. I was an only child. I put on my records, I think Elvis Love Me Tender was one of my favorite songs when I was 4. I did my first performance to that. And so I'd put on my records in my room, and I would dance and sing and
Put on a show.
Yeah, put on a show. I actually wanted to be an entertainer,
Really?
tell jokes and act and kind of do the the Barbara Mandrell show or
Oh, wow, that'd be cool.
Donnie and Marie or Sonny and Cher.
Yes.
I'm dating
yes.
myself now.
I think we all are.
But then the world changed.
Right.
So, just growing up, I went to LSU for a little bit, studied music, theater, and was an English major. Poetry has always been deep in my heart.
That's right.
It got me writing, and I was super, super lucky. I was taught poetry by André Cutrescu. He lived in New Orleans for a while.
I'm not going to attempt to say the name, but
Yes, he's from Romania.
Romania.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's really interesting because my grandmother was born in Ukraine, but at the time it was Romania.
Right.
So the two of them would kind of banter in the hallways. Pretty cool. But he was the host of NPR's All Things Considered for about 20 years. He had a great publication called The Exquisite Corpse, and was into Dada style poetry. Hung out with Ted Brodigan, the Beat Poets. He immigrated to New York City in the 1960s, early 60s. Cool beans, man. He gave me a straight A.
Stories.
Great. Oh my gosh.
That's what I love. Go ahead. Straight A's.
Oh, straight A's. And then he actually wrote, he said, it was a pleasure being in your class. I kept that.
Oh, I bet you did.
We still talk every now and then.
That's good.
The other interesting flyby at LSU, great university, Maya Angelou came to do a substitute teaching spot I had a 6-month-old at the time, and when she was going to come speak and do the 3-hour teaching session for our class, I couldn't find childcare.
Oh, God.
I brought my baby with me to class. About an hour in, Laurel woke up and started crying. And you know what Maya did? She walked over to the carriage, the baby buggy, picked her up, said, "Come on, sweet baby." Started walking around, just kept on talking.
Wow.
Kept on teaching poetry.
Wow.
And Laurel went back to sleep.
That's cool. That's really an interesting story for sure.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That must have been an interesting speech that she gave.
It just was synergetic. She's so inspiring as a woman, a minority, what she survived.
She survived, yes.
Her talk about a multi-talented, she started off dancing and singing. There's old films of her out there. So our souls connected. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I've, you know, first and foremost, really been in music. I've been a frustrated poet, a frustrated novelist. I've tried a novella. Long stuff, it's too much. Like, just break it down to which I really have to thank my mom. She got me into Shakespearean theater in Baton Rouge. What's it called? Shakespeare for Children. I forget the lady's name. She's probably still around. But
Shout out to the lady.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, because we're here now.
Yes, we're here now.
You've got something exciting coming up. That I said I did a little background because I don't like to know anything about who I'm interviewing other than little bits and pieces. Mm-hmm. But tell me what's going to happen in the
next 2 weeks?
2 weeks, I think.
2 months? 2 weeks, 2 months? So I'm recording my new song. I took a little bit of a break from the music business. I've had a series of tragedies. My late husband was my co-writer. He passed away of organ transplant complications in 2013. I came back from that kind of in a manic, hyperactive state of shock and just threw myself into work. And I was like, okay, I can survive anything.
Right.
So I get down to Fairhope, Alabama. I have a great band. We're together for 7 years together. Mm-hmm. We got picked up by Dennis McNally, who's done PR for the Grateful Dead and Rolling Stone.
So the avenue was going right.
It was going great, and we had a wonderful record. I mean, when you're together for 7 years and you play 3 to 4 times a week, tight.
You know each other.
Yes. And my drummer had a tragic accident and passed. Kind of right in the middle of this, COVID happened, and then I got COVID and got health problems.
Yeah.
And didn't know if my stamina was going to hold up to the rigors of gigging, touring. So I figured it out. Coming home, I bought a place in Madisonville, which is what I'm leading up to what I'm doing here. Madisonville has been so healing for me. Oh gosh, the town is so kind. There are 900 souls in that town, and I think I've met about 70% of them. Most of them within the first 2 weeks. They're like, "Oh, who's you? Who's your people?"
Yeah, where you from?
Yeah.
Where do you go to school?
Mm-hmm.
But yes.
Yeah.
And once they know you, though,
it's
they're
wonderful.
your friends. I think that's really awesome about the South. I've been all over the world, all over the country, and Southeast Louisiana, this little piece of heaven we have.
It's so special.
It's so special. I mean, people have no clue.
Yeah.
People that are watching, they're not from here, don't understand. But I promise you, it's night and day compared to other places. And don't tell everybody, because we don't want anybody to move.
Come in.
No,
and by the way, there's nothing available in Madisonville.
And there's nothing available in Mandeville. Oh, Mandeville. It's our little slice of heaven.
It really is.
So now that you've made it 180, basically, from COVID, because you sound wonderful.
Thank
Luckily,
you.
it did not affect you, because I've had people that just, COVID was horrible. We'll
It was
skip
pretty
that.
bad.
So now we move forward, and played at Ruby's, got a new song coming out, I guess, as well.
About Madisonville.
About Madison. Oh, that's right. That's what you're leading up to.
Yes. Quite all right. So that's what I'm recording on Thursday. I'm going to put down my vocals and my guitar. And then next Thursday, Louis Michaud and Johnny Campos of the Lost Bayou Ramblers come in. they're going to put their parts. Louie's going to play like 3 or 4 different instruments or ambient sounds. Those guys are way into doing like nature ambient.
Which is a
Far out.
wonderful thing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
So interesting too. You know, if you haven't listened to it, please, I'll put the links in below. This has just been a wonderful experience. I'm looking forward to your shows. Looking forward to the CD release. It's gonna take a couple weeks, couple months.
Probably not too long. Probably like May. Yeah, May.
Right after my birthday.
There we go.
So.
And speaking of which, I'm hosting a birthday party here. I believe it is Saturday, July 18th. My birthday's the 16th.
So it's your birthday party.
Yeah.
Your birthday party.
And I'm putting my band back together with a new New Orleans lineup. So
that's great. That's great news. I mean,
Lauren Murphy and the Psychedelics are back.
Oh, we gotta get a cool poster for that.
Yeah.
Just to watch it. Anyway, this was great. I think if everybody would just take time to go to your website
Great.
and check out everything. And don't forget, come to Ruby's. It's a wonderful place.
It really is.
I think we spoke about it right before the interview, how there's an energy, there's a vibe that you can't really explain. You just have to experience it. We've got so much growth potential going on. They've got so much growth potential going on. And hopefully the Charlie Brown Show will be part of it.
Yes.
So, and Lauren Murphy Show for sure.
Absolutely.
And Lauren Murphy and the Psychedelics.
Lauren Murphy and the Psychedelics, yeah.
So thank you for coming and sharing with me.
Thank you, Charlie.
I'm not cutting it short, but we're going to do another one.
Okay, let's do another one. Yeah.
Once we get you out, we're almost done.
Okay.
When you say I'm about to release, we'll do a release one.
Okay.
We'll do a couple shorts. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. Thanks for watching the Charlie Brown Show, and we'll see you soon. Lauren Murphy and the Psychedelics on the Charlie Brown Show.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're right.
And thank y'all for watching. Today's episode was brought to you by Ruby's Roadhouse.
Ruby's Roadhouse.
And Rapidash Records is wonderful. I do a lot with them. Megan, I don't know if you know Megan.
I do know
Megan's
Megan,
awesome.
yeah.
And John Oakley.
The whole team, Susan.
The whole team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so shout out to those guys. And a lot more interviews coming up. Sorry I had to take a break for a little while. I had some personal things going on. But those things all worked out. So back to the Charlie Brown Show. Y'all have a great day. And remember, whatever happens, happens. The past is the past. It's time to move forward. And that's one thing I want to share because I see so many people living in the past.
Truly.
And it's really sad because it brings you down. Unless you had a wonderful past and then you just...
Then you're nostalgic. You're stuck in nostalgia and you're not living...
You're not with your full potential. All right, once again, thanks for watching the Charlie Brown Show. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate it.
Well, I'm trying to tell you something about my life. Maybe give me insight between black and white.